Hi, I'm Geoff Archer and this is Rob Mittelman. We are professors of entrepreneurship and we are joint intellectual leads for the BCom in entrepreneurial management. And what we're here to do today is talk about the Capstone. I wanted to give you a general overview. I'll do that and then Rob will get a little bit into the assignments, what the assignments look like, how many there are, how you do them, and then hopefully this will give you a sense for what you've signed up for and how you will bring all of your education and life experience together in this Capstone course experience. So for starters, it's a 6-credit course. It is not like other courses you've taken at Royal Roads or elsewhere. It is largely independent, self-directed. You're going to enter the course and quickly you're going to have to come up with an idea. So ideally, you're watching this video now, and hopefully now is well in advance of when the course starts. Hopefully you're already noodling something over that you're interested in maybe doing. You feel free to contact us, bounce that off us, and let's see if that's something that we think maybe needs to be developed, maybe needs to be a little bit bigger, maybe needs to be a little bit smaller, because that seems to be the only real issue with projects that students dream up themselves, is to get the scope right to fit inside of the 8-9 week time frame for the course. So you can either do a project that you've dreamed up yourself, as I've been describing, or you can do a consulting project. Rob in particular has friends in the venture capital industry who have provided us, what was it, 17?
Just
20?
about that, yeah.
So we nearly get 24 of these ideas coming in from all sorts of local and regional partners who are folks who are interested in helping people with their education, also interested in getting the help that you could provide by delivering a professional quality, investor-ready business plan. That's really the name of the game. What are we trying to create? An investor-ready business plan. And it doesn't have to be for you, it could be for a client. That said, it can certainly be for your employer, but it can't be something where you're both getting paid dollars and getting a great mark for. You're not allowed to do both of those things according to the BCom policy. So if you want to do a capstone for your current employer, which we think is terrific because it really does a good job of lining up entrepreneurial management, right? That intrapreneurship thing with your personal goals and objectives, that's really cool. But what we need you to do is to find a project that you wouldn't normally have been tasked with at the office. Find something that was a wannabe, a fantasy, a dream. Maybe we could enter this market if only I had somebody who could do the research. So you can go ahead and do that if you'd like. So once you've got this idea, we're going to beat it up. In the first week or two of class, we're going to have you apply various different tools to determining whether this is a good idea to go forward with. Then we kick off the course, and this course, again, mostly self-directed, but it involves getting out there. Get out of the classroom. I understand that many of you are online students, and so that's kind of a funny expression. But what I mean by it is that you connect with real people, real potential customers, real mentors, real people in the industry who have experience. So as you go through this course, largely by yourself, you will not be on an assigned team as you have been in other classes, but you will be put into an industry group. This industry group are a bunch of students in your cohort who are doing something similar. Maybe you're doing a spa and Rob's doing a doggy daycare, right? Those are kind of similar businesses. We'll group you together. You can see there economies of scale, best practices, great things will emerge from you networking. So you're going to go to that group for some feedback and some improvement of your idea. You're going to also work with your professors. You're also going to work with mentors who we will make available to you, volunteer mentors. So through that process, you won't be alone, but you will be triangulating and getting feedback at all times throughout the course. What are you actually doing in the course for marks? I know many of you are concerned with your mark, especially in a course that's worth double the normal credits. So Rob's going to unpack for us a little bit about the deliverables in this course.
So the first one we're going to talk about is the proposal. So after we work on your idea and make sure your scope is appropriate, you'll write for us, it's about a 2-page proposal, outlining the new business venture, whether it's for yourself or the project for an existing entrepreneur. So that's the first project. That's the proposal. The second part, the second deliverable, will be the rubric assignment. All of your business plans, all of your presentations, your consulting projects are all going to be very different. We can't use the same rubric to grade everyone's project. So you're going to design the rubric that we use to give you your grade. You'll learn more about that as the course develops.
You can cherry pick from Behringer,
Sure.
you can cherry pick from the VIQ. You can emphasize or de-emphasize certain components. Maybe you're doing a project for a client who's hell-bent on doing whatever that thing is. So they might not care so much about the financial upfront costs. So it would be silly to kind of mark you on that criterion, right? That's not going to matter much. But they might care a whole lot more about exactly which keywords should I try on Google AdSense, right? To get really down into the tactics of marketing. It's just a wild example, and you could find other ones at different extremes. And I think what this also speaks to is you're so close to being back out there in the real world. Now, I don't mean to disrespect you. I'm aware that many of you are currently working, making a whole lot more money than I am. What I'm saying is we want to prepare you to write a business plan 6 months or 18 months from now without having the benefit or the sort of the drawback of having to follow one particular textbook's way of doing something. So we're going to have you synthesize all of the best textbook pieces that you came across during your education with railroads. That way it serves you the best.
And then once you have that, you'll be asked to give a presentation. You'll be presenting your project, your business plan, to a live panel of entrepreneurs. This will happen during your residency, which will take place not here in Victoria. We're taking you somewhere quite exotic. I think it'll be...
Yeah, there's a give and take here, right? Again, what we're trying to say to you is that this is highly customized. Rob in particular does an amazing job of finding really relevant dragons for this Dragon's Den kind of experience. He goes to great lengths and puts in lots of hours communicating with people he knows or knew a long time ago or has never met at all.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you're trying to make sure that somebody's idea gets the absolute best feedback during that Dragon's Den presentation. The objective of this is not to, take $1 million investment. That's funny and it's nice, and it has actually happened before that people have been investing in student projects that they see right there on the spot. It just happened actually a month and 2 weeks ago here in Victoria. A student asked for a small amount of money, and somebody in the audience said, "Great, I'll give that to you. Here's my contact information." So that can happen, but that's not the objective. The point of the oral presentation is for you to bring it all together, to show us that you can take all these pieces and parts that you've had from all these different instructors throughout your career as a student, and you can put it into a coherent, investor-ready business plan that is amazing and compelling. And so while you're doing that, you're going to want to get feedback from experts. And really, the more important part of this residency experience is the Q&A, when the experts we have assembled are telling you what is good and bad about your plan as it stands.
You're going to then take that feedback, your experience in the Q&A session, and incorporate that back into your business plan, which will be due sometime after your presentation. The idea is that you're able to put together the best possible business plan you can. This is the capstone. This is the ultimate and the final assignment in your BCom program, and we want that to be the best project that it can be.
Terrific. Thanks. I think
that's about it.
Hope we covered what you were looking for in an overview of the capstone. Maybe we'll make another one someday.
Maybe not.
Thanks.
Bye.